Hello, soulful friends here in the Break Free Zone. I'm so excited to be with you again today. I'm so excited. I'm so fired up. I'm so pumped to share with you the second part of this Healing Your Sleeping Energy series. Last time that we spoke about your wind down routine, your bedtime routine, how you get ready for bed. And we talked about how it's very important to make sure that your the lighting is right, that you turn off your lights, make sure you don't have bright lights in your face, make sure your curtains don't let in daylight or any outside lights, because sometimes you have a porch light and that light is shining directly in your window. Make sure there are no sounds that are interrupting your sleep, like clocks, like whirring computers. Turn off the computer, like TV, and also working yourself up to that moment in the morning, when you go to bed, when you get to sleep and actually rest. It's very important. It's one thing to go to bed and another thing for your brain to actually sleep, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for your brain to sleep. You're looking for your brain to find that rest so that it can heal, so that it can regroup, so that the next day your body is ready to face the day. So right now, I am going to talk about your waking routine, not your morning routine. I'm not talking about wake up, brush your teeth, blah blah blah. No. I'm talking about waking up early. Now, to be able to wake up early, you need to go to bed early. Remember, early to bed and early to rise. I can't sing. We used to sing a song. I can't sing, but I don't sound as sexy as I would love to. So anyway, I won't attempt to, but the song went early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. And my belief is, most people think that when you talk about waking up early, it means you've not had enough sleep. That's a myth. Waking up early does not equate not having enough sleep. If you want to wake up early, you've got to go to bed early, because if you're looking for 7 hours of sleep and you want to wake up, say, at 4:30, you need to backtrack 8 hours and make sure you get those 8 hours in. If you want to wake up at 5 a.m., make sure you backtrack and get into bed at 10 as you need to, or, whatever. But you need to do what you need to do to go to bed early in order to wake up early. And interestingly, when I hear people say, oh, I'm not a morning person, you're not a morning person. You are a morning person. The only problem is you're going to bed late. So if you go to bed late, your body will not be ready to wake up in the morning. But if you go to bed early, you can actually wake up early. And this is something that I invite you to practice if it's not already in your practice, and in a moment I will be telling you why. So the very first thing, is when you wake up early. Those of you who are early risers probably know this, but when you wake up early, I wake up at 4:30 a.m. I used to do 4 with school. And now I do more 4:30. Sometimes I'll do 4, sometimes 4:30, depending on what I have for the day. But when you wake up early, you will actually find yourself already feeling like you've accomplished so much. It is an amazing feeling just by rising and looking at that clock and confirming my clock does not make noise, so I can have a clock in my room. But I look at the clock and I'm like, yes! I did it. Thank you. And I'll thank myself. I'll thank the universe for waking me up. And, I'll do that gratitude piece. But I already feel like I have won, because I have won back. My day goes crazy from about 6:30. So if I wake up at 4:30, I have already won 2 hours. If I wake up at 4, I have already won 2.5 hours. Like, I love to win that way. And that's why I loved to do this before school, because I would get my school in, and that time my household would start getting up at 7. But I would already feel like I have won. I have actually trained my children to wake up at 6. My teenager now will stay in bed, but she knows that at 6, I will turn on her light, and my little one will be up already. Little kids love, we should be like little kids. They'll be up and running the minute you turn on their light. At least mine are. But anyway, I train my kids that way. Right from the minute they start school, wake up time is 6 a.m., which some people think is cruel and all that stuff. But I believe if they are going to go to school, hi Lasita, how are you, my dear girl? So if they are going to go to school at 8 a.m. or 8:30, and I wake them up at 6, I don't have to rush them through anything. I don't have to rush them through getting ready for school. I don't have to rush them through getting ready I don't have to rush them to get ready to shower and all that stuff. They take their time. I actually allow them to schedule themselves. And usually, like, they'll wake up, they'll shower, they'll make their bed, they'll head downstairs for breakfast and all that, come back, brush their teeth, and get their school lunches ready and all that. They are able to do that in 2 hours. Can you imagine a young child having 2 hours in the morning to do that? And it's easy for you to train yourself. And I find it less overwhelming, even as a mom. It's less overwhelming to rush my kids. Because if I give them that opportunity to rise early, some people will not wake their children because they're like, oh, if I wake them early, they'll slow me down. No, wake them early and train them to get into this routine by themselves. And it's so amazing to watch them work through those 2 hours or 2 and a few minute hours. And they get themselves ready for school at their pace. They eat their breakfast with no rush. They dress up with no rush. Everything is no rush. So if you train yourself to wake up early, you actually train yourself to win back time. And once you win back time, oh my goodness, like, it changed my life. And I've been an early riser for the longest time, but it's changed my morning, because people think I don't care. People think I'm too slow, but I'm never rushed. And the reason I'm never rushed is because I've already won back my time. I've already won just by waking up early. I've already won. So there is no worry for me. There is no scare for me. I have already won that time. So you'll find yourself having more time. You'll be less stressed, less frustrated. You'll pace yourself. You'll be able to pace yourself. You'll be able to pay attention to detail. You'll be able to do those simple things like making your bed and actually recognizing that your bed sheets need to be changed. You might not change them if it's a weekday, but you'll be able to actually think, because you have space in your head. You have space in your day. And that early morning, when everyone is asleep, is usually most of the successful people in the world actually early risers. And you can Google that, you can check that, most of them. Why? Because those hours in the morning are the most crucial hours for you. You're clearest. There is less noise. If, like, 4 a.m. when I used to wake up and study, there was less noise. I could think clearly. I could study. I could write and actually see what I was writing and process it much, much better than when I never tried studying at night. That never worked for me, honestly. I would end up sleeping in my books, and so I gave up. I met my husband in school, and he used to study at night, and I would sleep, and he would be reading, and I would wake up and he would still be reading, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? But anyhow, that was him, studying at night. But me, I've always been that early morning, and I've found it really, really beneficial. So it's going to stimulate your creativity, because you'll have no interruptions. Absolutely no interruptions. Have you ever woken up at like 7:30 a.m. when you know you have to do something at 8 a.m.? I have at some point. There are days when I have been so stupid as to go to bed late. And then I wake up and I have like zero time. Oh my goodness. You're hurrying everybody, you're grumpy, you're irritating everybody, you're irritated, your house starts off, your morning starts off crazy already. Crazy already and in stress mode. You cannot start your day in stress mode and expect it to get better. The way you start your day, the first hour of your day determines the rest of your day. It determines how the rest of your day is going to run. It's not going to get better when you wake up and you are rushed and you are running around and you can't find this, you can't find that. Your kids can't find anything. But, like I was telling you earlier, if you give them those 2 hours, even a lost sock, a lost shoe, you have time to find that backpack, to sign the agenda, to check the homework. You have all that time, And if you're planning for your business or for your work, you have time to actually think. You take a nice shower feeling, you're not rushed. You're enjoying every drop of water on your body. You feel refreshed. You feel it running down your body. It's different. If you're not an early riser, I invite you to try it. I invite you to try it. Because early riser procrastinates less because they are already processing stuff. And they've already won back hours that a late riser does not have. They worry less because a lot of stuff gets done in the morning when we have most energy, when we are clearer, when we are ready, Now, if you, like we said, you need to have your sleep schedule set in order to win at this. In order to win your morning back, you need to have your sleep schedule. So, count back the hours. Don't go to bed at 10 or 11 and 12 and then say, I'm going to wake up early. That's not useful to you. If you have a job that starts later, that's okay. You can go to bed later and start later, but you miss out on a lot of things that could happen for you in the spiritual hours, which are the hours between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. That's the spiritual hours when spirit is more connected with you. Hey, Julie, excited for you. How you doing? Hey. Yeah. So if you're struggling, hey, love you. If you're struggling with this, if you're struggling with going to bed, don't hurry it. Don't go from 12 midnight. If you're going to, I know, if you're you have me today. If you're going to bed at midnight, or if you've been going to bed at midnight, start going to bed half an hour earlier, like 11:30. Just take it slow, take it back slowly. If you determine you want to wake up at 4 or 5 a.m., start taking back your time half an hour early. And you can set the alarm to start with, but my body is at a point in my life where I don't need an alarm. Usually my alarm actually goes off when I'm awake already, because I'll set it for a bit of a later time just to challenge myself, but I'll wake up, my body is already up before my alarm goes off. So create that sleep schedule for yourself and start going back. You can start with quarter of an hour, win that, half an hour, win that, do that weekly. Go back. You can even do half an hour weekly. And remember the night, if you were not watching TV, you've already won back hours. If you were not watching Netflix all night, you've already won back hours. If you watched your lighting and didn't eat spicy food or sweet food or whatever food before going to bed, you've already won back time at night. Remember, your winning starts at night in order for you to get back your morning. And remember, we talked about going to bed with intention to wake up a certain way in the morning. So you'll wake up with that intention ripe and ready in your life. So like they say, you're going to do better things in the morning. In fact, I'm glad, I don't know whether Bonani will watch this maybe later, but she mentioned that changing her sleep habits has changed her life. It is gonna change your life. However much it sounds crazy, it is going to change your life. And most people struggle with changing, But let me tell you, what you find comfortable, what you're used to as comfortable, is actually uncomfortable. And that is why it's hard to change. It's hard to change because it's uncomfortable, much as you think it's comfortable. You know, you're scared of changing it because it feels different, but it's because it is actually uncomfortable. So you want comfort? Grab those habits that are going to take you to a level where you are able to, propel yourself to rise up, to level up, to get to that stage in your life where you can win back your day, win back your energy, win back your life, win back everything about you. I hope this helps somebody. I would appreciate hearing from you guys what you think about this, and if you've been not doing it, I would like to see a commitment from you to do this, to win back your morning, win back your night, win back your morning, win back your sleep, win back your energy, win back your health. Because I'm telling you, once you do this, you are going to see things change for you. I have seen things change for my children. I'm telling you, for myself too. But, talking about my family in general, my 10-year-old has enough time to shower, to get herself ready, to eat, to practice her piano on a daily, all in that 2 and maybe a quarter hours, 2 hours, 10 minutes. She's able to do everything. Like, imagine a child there's no play. She doesn't actually think about playing in the morning unless it's a weekend. But if it's a school day, I've never seen her running to play. She actually gets herself into that routine. And I do this from the first day of school. And, in the holidays, I'll relax. But on day 1 of school, I'll do that. I'll remind them to wake up. And, many times when she wakes up before I wake her up, she feels so, like this morning, she actually woke up before I woke her up. And you should have seen the look of victory on her face that she had woken up before I woke her up. It was just like, I got you, Mom. I got you. I got you. I did this before you even came to wake me up. She won her morning back. Her mood's already good. She feels she's already got something back. She asked me already. I downloaded a metronome app for her to follow for her piano. She's already asked me, can I use that during my piano hours? Yes, you can. So I'm good with that. She gets everything in the morning. And what does she have in the evening? I don't have to panic over anything. Her bed's made, her clothes are put away, everything's done. We are not like fighting and running around for the morning. So you want a smooth morning where you can actually create. I'm not talking even about a morning routine here. I'm talking about morning habits. So you want a smooth morning where your life's gonna change, your family's life's gonna change. You're gonna see change in your life by taking back your morning and teach the people around you the value of this. So I hope this helps somebody. I hope you're able to share this. This is Dr. Miriam Sekandi wishing you all a good take back your morning challenge. Actually, do take it back and share what it feels like to wake up in the morning. So I'll see you again on Friday. Now, Friday is the full moon. I don't know if I'll be here in the morning. I might do it in the evening, but I will do a sleep meditation, and the moonlight, because I hope it will be warm enough for me to be out there. But I will be under the moonlight because the moon, La Luna, is like the most powerful thing out there, and I love to harness her energy. So I will not be here in the morning. Like, this is my morning time. I'll be here in the evening when La Luna is up, and I'll be able to soak in her energy, channel her energy, and give you a beautiful meditation that I hope you can use to propel your life forward and upgrade your life. So wishing you all the best in your day. Hopefully you're determined to make a few changes if you're not already doing this, or depending on what you're doing in the morning, look at it differently and allow yourself to take back your morning, take back your night, take back your sleeping habits. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share and teach you. It's your badass sage, as Julie says. Wishing you all the best. Dr. Miriam Sekandi here in the Break Free Zone. Bye-bye.